Don't interfere with the mixing.
Alright, let's go get some more Song of Day passes. Song of Days Past.
Show no mercy! Light it up! Take me up! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire! Yeah! Fulfill our pact! Locked on! Open fire! Show no mercy! Rise with the sun! Let's fly! Locked on! Open fire! Giddy up! Get to work! Light it up! Locked on! Locked on! Fulfill our pact! Rise with the sun! Ha! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire!
There's the first one. There's the second one. Okay, so let's leave that one there, and all I need is one more 20. Ah, look at that. 14. Almost there. Let's see. Yep, see? 98. Almost there. I can actually do it though. I will show you how, because I really don't care about the Wanderer's Troop stuff anymore. So basically just go for the Wanderer's Troop or the Gladiator's Vanilla, because I really don't really use those ones very often anymore. Also, Maiden's Beloved doesn't really matter. Wait a second. I'll do that. There we go. Told you. Beep, 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 beep. Who are you? Extract. There we go. That'll take care of that for now.
This realm.
Oh.
If you ever.
I'm getting there. It's like basically 2 more that I could do, because I don't think I can do this one. Oh, I can do this one. I think I could. Okay. So like 3 of them that I haven't done.
This realm is. If you ever have.
Alright then. Back to the event.
Let's fly!
Warriors with a slightly chubby build can also be nimble as a fish. No, they cannot.
Let's fly!
Just cheat.
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Take me up!
Oh, here you are, Katina! Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Melray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is. Except for me.
'Cause you're a kid.
And that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid?
You're a
The
kid.
only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
You are a kid.
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough. Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes.
Ugh.
But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you? When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind. A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest. I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on! Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
Variety events are recorded in these scrolls like moments of frozen history with the power to pull you back into the distant past. Flip through several of them, still nothing about the Bloomflower trials. Yet the stories they contain are almost unimaginable. War, peace, alliances, betrayals. Seems like in that land of 6 or 7 centuries past, relations between the 6 tribes were incredibly complex and constantly shifting.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Are there still conflicts between the tribes nowadays?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges. Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to 2 things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Maybe something happened that was too sensitive to record.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
That mysterious Kukasaur that Milray mentioned might be able to shed some light on this.
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakuku, must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Let's fly!
Tall stone gate.
So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. You nearly scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kinich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Hey, Shabu.
How's it going?
Pretty good. You?
Not too bad.
Awesome, thanks
How's
everyone!
everything going for you?
It's alright.
That's good.
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Ask the Kukusaurs nearby about the situation.
Did you see anything about the sweeT2010Tooth today?
No. What happened?
Oh, they did announce the sweeT2010. They announced the games they were going to come out for and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
They have a new Mario Kart coming out. Let's see. You ever hear of Kirby Air Riders?
I don't think so.
It's just it's Kirby Mario Kart. That's coming out too. I don't know why you would put two Mario Karts out at the same time, but apparently Nintendo's going to do that. The craziest one, in my opinion, is probably the fact that they're making a.
Giddy up!
Let me ask you a question: if they were going to make a what is it? Open world game, sort of game. What character do you think they would make a game for?
Link?
Anything on your end, Kinich?
No, they
Nope.
made what's it called last year?
Me neither.
Kingdom,
all look
Tears
so
of a
similar.
Kingdom or something like that.
They all look
So
light and
it wouldn't be
floaty to
like
me.
Zelda.
I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find
It's a
anything
3D
either.
Donkey Kong
How about
game.
you guys?
That's not bad.
Yep, it's you play as Donkey Kong. You can pretty much like destroy everything. Like I saw him like dive
Sorry,
and
Traveler and
like plow
Paimon.
through the
We
like the
couldn't
ground
find that
and start digging
Kukusaur you're
his
after.
way out.
Are
You
you
just
in a
pick up
hurry
the
to
ground
find
and just
him?
throw it at people.
If you need a hand,
pretty
I can
crazy
come back
trailer,
and join the search again
honestly.
tomorrow.
Hmm.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate
You know how
to
the
reach out.
Switch you can play like
That's what friends are
old
for,
Nintendo
after
games
all.
on the Switch.
I've told my friends over at the Flower
like
Feather clan to keep
the
an
Super
eye out.
Nintendo and all that.
If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move? All right, I'll update
They're
them.
adding GameCube to the
Come
Switch
to think of
2's
it,
lineup of games.
Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
That'd be really nice.
It's not like
So you can
Auroran's
play
traps
Luigi's
can catch just
Mansion.
anything, you know.
You never know.
And
Might as well
Wind
ask him
Waker
if
on
we get
there.
the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back
Oh,
now.
okay.
Best of luck.
Okay then, see you later.
There's a couple
Thanks
other
for your
games. I don't know if you care really. Like Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, stuff like that.
What's Path of Radiant?
It's a Fire Emblem game.
Oh, okay.
There's also the two GameCube Pokemon games that were on there. Now my question would have to be, Resident Evil 4 was
Let me
originally
think.
on the GameCube.
Katina, see Lolly.
That was the system it originally came out for. Same thing for the Resident Evil
We
game,
haven't
the
managed to
original
find
remake of Resident Evil
anything.
1.
No one seems to know what actually
Yeah, I don't think they'll
happened
put it
back
on there
then.
because Capcom, but
Any luck with your
That'd be
mysterious
interesting.
Kukasaur?
Resident Evil 1, 0, and 5,
In
and
that
4
case,
was originally
I'd
GameCube
suggest we set
games.
this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not
There's
every
also an
historical
F-Zero
mystery
game on
can be
there.
unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown.
For the
Just
GameCube
remember,
one.
as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels
a lot of
bit
the other stuff they had
disappointing
on
to
there
come
was
up
just like,
empty-handed.
you can use the
Finally,
Switch
dudes.
controller
Found it.
as a mouse.
What happened?
You can use the Switch controller as a mouse.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. To play point and clicks, I guess,
What
or
brings you here?
strategy? I don't know.
Can each
I
mention
have
you were
no
on the
idea why
lookout
you
for a
would want to do
Kukasaur?
that. They
Just
had
so
this
happens
really
a strange
stupid
Kukasaur
game
has been following
that
me
was
the
like
past
a
few days.
wheelchair basketball you could use.
No
with the
clue
two-
why,
with the two
but this dude's
joysticks
been
as
on my
as
tail
mice.
ever since I got back from the
But to me,
Children
that
of
sounds
Echoes.
really stupid.
Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is
I mean,
a
it's a
silhouette.
thing. It's a game.
So I didn't even realize
I
he
don't
was
remember what
there
it's
until
called, but
Kakuku
it's
suddenly
a
flipped
game.
out last night when he went for a drink.
You can
His squawking woke me up,
buy
and that's
for
when I
probably
finally
$80
spotted a
on the
shadowy
Switch
shape
too.
outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the
a lot
whole
of the other
time,
stuff was
but that
just
he'd
like,
just been too
you can
quiet
play
to
Hitman
notice.
on Switch 2. You can play Elden Ring on Switch 2.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so,
Switch
you're
2
more
has
than
the
welcome
same
to get him off my
strength
back. The
as
sooner the better.
basically a
Oh, wait a
Xbox
second. Does that
X
mean...
Yep,
or
dude's
Xbox
probably
One, I mean,
hiding right behind that tree.
PlayStation 4. So they're getting there.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this. What the? How is that even? Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just.
Wait, surely that's not...
A saurian ghost?
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is.
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here? Or you want us to dig it up?
Oh, also, for whatever reason, Nintendo has their own version of Skype Discord for the Switch.
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result.
Why would you want that?
Still,
because
they're
voiced,
just
because
about
they're
legible.
2 or
They
3
seem to
generations behind
document
everyone else, and they have no
the
idea how
very
to do
last
voice
Bloomflower
chatting.
trials that took place centuries ago?
The previous generation,
Why
they
would
literally
these be here?
wanted people to
Come,
use their
let's
phones
read
to
them
talk
together.
to people while
These
playing
might
games.
just
So
contain the answers we've been
it's a
searching for this
slight
whole time.
step up, I guess. It's literally Discord, but like really bad Discord.
Have you figured out a way to
Because you
save
can
him?
like you can see the people underneath you as they're playing, but from the
Indeed,
the
I
video.
have. As far as I can tell, we need
the
ocean
games,
zephyrs and sacred
you
flame
can
crystals.
watch them play a little
That's
bit
about it.
underneath you, and it's very like lag. It's not good. Which is what I expect from Nintendo.
Oh. Oh, this Saurian is the one that's just like the one that's sick now. Oh, okay. So that's who they held the Bloomflower trials over last time, and it failed, and he's dead.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Oh, and those are the 2 brothers of the Flower Feather Clan that had a falling out after the Saurian died. Okay.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so
This game
I was
Pokemon will
worried
never
about
be
you.
like Power World and make April Fool's jokes like Power World did. I don't know if you saw what Power World put out yesterday.
They got the tendency to make some jokes though, like having a dog.
They made it was a dating sim for the pals.
Dating sim?
It had an entire commercial. It had like a bunch of the more feminine looking pals like in school uniforms and stuff like that. It was really funny.
The heck?
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promise to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown,
more than
ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies.
More than pals?
I think that's what it was callalled.
Yeah.
I mean, with him around, I've
Again, it
never
was
felt
April
lonely
Fools,
traveling
so
through Natland.
that's what I
Sometimes he's
expect
happy,
from them.
and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold Bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for Ocean Zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing us on the field like that.
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need.
Dang.
He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Numpel! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Medicine born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed.
Hey, where's that little Cuckoosaur going?
Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. A regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
What happened?
Nothing.
I'll get it.
The times have changed, and so have the people.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happens, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, We finally found a way to beat him. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them, so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Okay.
You did it.
He did it. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Let's fly.
I gotta show Shippo the current event. See what your thoughts are on this.
Sure, absolutely.
This is searching for the ocean zephyrs to help heal sick Saurian, who's sick of it all.
Okay.
Take your Pokemon, go on to a certain area, right?
Okay. Oh, what the heck?
Okay, I guess we have iron spots now. Choose your direction. Then change your direction. So I'm supposed to be going to this thingamabob. Alright, fine. Beep 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 beep. Alright, so what's Shippo think about this?
It's kind of like Mystery Dungeon a little bit.
Mr. Dungeon?
A little bit. If that thing sees you, does it fight you, or do you instantly lose?
I have no idea. So now I gotta switch back to land, Saurian. Oh man. Let's make him go back. And we'll just have him go back and forth until I figure out what weirdo's doing. Okay.
Circle.
Yep. So is this invigorating? Challenge complete.
Mission complete.
Okay, so you're not supposed to get hit or discovered no more than 2 times.
Oh darn.
Alright, there you go. That was that one.
You aced that.
Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty simple. Alright, here's the other thing. So it goes into attacks and defenses for like the Bloomflower trials, where it's all the tribes against each other. So we have to have Kanich. We have to. You're not allowed to do anything else. And then you just pick some other people. I'm just gonna ignore everything else. Here you go. This is Break the Base's Barrier trial. The special condition, let's see, is I don't know. Wait, am I supposed to? Okay, never mind. Whatever.
Let's ride!
Let this land henceforth be the dominion of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau!
It's just supposed to just... I don't know. I guess I just go to the other one, next one.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Guess so.
What's going on? I hate playing as Kanich. It's the worst. I need combat supplies. How do I get combat supplies?
Try either killing something or finding something, maybe?
Weird. Okay, well, I think what I'm supposed to be doing is I think I'm supposed to be going after the challenges to get stuff before I do any of the other stuff.
Challenge failed.
Challenge failed.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
This is why I like the other thing better. Well, let's go get the first thingamabob.
Victory, as expected.
Complete the event to obtain... Yeah, I need to actually complete that. So I do need to complete the challenges.
Open fire! Bullseye!
Now that I completed that, now I can go over here.
Victory, as expected.
Now I have to go back to another challenge. Which, I guess I could either go to this one or this one. Which I guess I'll just go to this one.
It's like a stalemate. Should we go back?
Actually, I'm right next to this one. Let's just do that. What's that, man?
Gotta pop them? What on earth?
What the? Ah, stop it!
What? You were like propelled by them.
Oh my goodness. Can I just... okay. Terrible. I hated that.
One step closer to victory.
Running away? Let this land henceforth be the Dominion!
Okay.
One step closer to victory.
Oh, the energy was in the top middle. I see.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Break the provisional supply box to gain energy. Why would I want that? Stop it.
10 points for agility.
So there you go, you broke the barrier, right, Shippa? Alright, now you go into the final area and do a final fight.
Open fire!
They also have monsters for some reason.
Open fire! Locked on! Locked on!
There you go. What should I think on that boringness?
It was confusing, to say the least.
Nah, not confusing
Just
at
try-
all.
I guess it was trial and error, man.
No, not confusing, not terrible. It was the best ever.
Of course.
It It was very confusing.
Yeah.
Alright, here's the other part of it. This is defense. Defense says you have to use Conchina.
Okay.
So, let's see how to do that, I guess. So if you do a night solo line at Elemental School, you have a shockwave. People are trying to steal your flag.
Show no mercy. Let's fly. Light it up.
Prepare yourself. Clear the area.
Okay, I did the special objective with the twirly whirly.
Rise with the sun. Get to work.
Let her rip.
Burn it down.
Fulfill our pact.
Looks like we're about to face a seriously strong opponent.
Bullseye. 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 Open fire. Open fire.
That's pretty much all this is.
We have to regroup.
Take me up. Bullseye. Locked on. Locked on. Bullseye. Locked on. Bullseye. Locked on. Get to work.
Right here. You've got this, traveler.
Locked on. Bullseye. Bullseye. Locked on. Bullseye. Locked on.
I like how they're like, yeah, I can run past a gun in my face.
Locked on. All right, you asked for it. Grab from their side.
Gotcha. Fulfill our pact.
Let's fly. Locked on. Open fire. Open fire.
Looks like we're about to face a seriously strong opponent.
I don't understand. Why are the tribes using helitrals? They are part of the Abyss.
Bullseye. Open fire. Bullseye. Open fire.
They were at war with the Abyss. That don't make any sense.
Locked on. Knock him down. Let's ride.
Chippa, those don't make any sense.
Objective complete.
Chippo, they were at war with the Abyss, and now they're using Abyss soldiers for their little mini games.
Whoosh. See, they'd have to make their own. They'd have to make up an entirely new enemy for you to fight. They don't have time for that. They couldn't have made. They couldn't have made the hilly trolls a different color or pretend they were just the tribe. Just have them have hilly vote. You know, they could have just done that, but nah.
That would have been like the simplest thing.
Yeah.
skills are ineffective when facing an opponent who weighs more than 3 times your own. Oh, it's talking about the fat people. So in the clan of all exercise and nutrition, and living next to a volcano, there's fat people that are like, don't do that, just be fat.
Interesting.
It's pretty funny.
What a conflict.
Hey, we got reputation stuff.
They're from Lazy Town.
Yeah, exactly. 4 out of 5. So 1 left. And also, Shippo, we got the final Blazing Flint core.
Hooray.
Shippo's dreams have come true.
True. I don't even know what a flint core is.
Hey, we got a special recipe gift and special furnishing gift. Look at that. Now we can have cheesy crab hot pot and a return to the flames, return to the path courtyard thingy.
Of course. I was wondering where those were.
Woo! Hot pot stuff. So this is what you do with the ore, Shippo. You go to Old Ochka Natland, the original prior Natland. You go over here to the throne of the primal fire. You throw yourself off the cliff. Because there is the Capitan sitting forever.
Oh, he's just there, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that.
Forever and ever. And then you take the Traveler and Pyro.
Just what will we come across this?
When he's attuned to Pyro. You make him talk to Silent Capitan. And then you offer that thingamabob to him. Okay?
Yeah.
There you go, Shippo. For your endeavor, look at this paragraph of stuff. While in a Night Soul's Blessing state, the Traveler's normal charge and plunging attacks will be converted to Night Soul aligned pyro damage. It cannot be overridden, and the crit damage of these attacks is increased by 40%.
Of course. Wow, how amazing and interesting, too.
Then you get to read little words on it, too. It says, the sixth flint lights up the moment of arrival, and the seats upon which we may evermore rest. We call it a miracle. Together we have brought this journey to its conclusion, yet instead of an ending, let us see this as a new beginning. Profound? I think Shippo's at a loss for words on how profound that was.
I'm absolutely.
So as Pyro Traveler, you can glow a little bit.
Ooh.
Let's see how good Pyro Traveler can actually fight now. Shall we?
Yeah.
All by himself.
By myself. Don't wanna be
Look at that, Shippo. We're winning. Do you see how stronger we are, Shippo?
This is not
so strong.
Shippo is awestruck by Pyro Traveler's capabilities.
Sure, of course.
I'm kind of joking in it, somewhat, because it's like I only have level, like, small level stuff on, which I could actually increase that for maximum homage. There you go. And actually, I can show you what that means in terms of capabilities as well. Because this is why you want to increase your talents, no matter what. Except for the whole crown thing, you'll have to gauge whether you want to do that or not. But you'll see how I had a hard time before. And you'll see I still have a hard time. See, Shippo? It was a major difference, right?
Absolutely.
I left unscathed.
You did it. Completely unscathed. Hey, don't look at that health bar.
Ah, see? I'm at full health. Did you see all those levels that I went up? And it made such the greatest difference in the world.
Anyone need a health?
Add Astro.
Alright, let me try to get out of this since
Thank you for
10:30. Try to figure out how to set Pokemon up. I haven't really launched the Switch in such a long time. This was the other one for the Reputation level 4. Alright then.